I would actually argue it's probably good for most 18 to 25-year-olds to get scammed and lose the substantial majority of their life savings. Like, I actually think society would be better off in the long run if that happened to most 18 to 25-year-olds, because they will teach them a lesson about risk and about trust and due diligence that, like, they are never going to forget.
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great start to your weekend. Now, having a look at the S&P, it did open a little bit higher than yesterday, but it is pushing downwards today. Bitcoin still being indecisive as to what it wants to do, whether it wants to break out or break down. It's basically kind of like the calm before the storm, if you will, for Bitcoin. We still have the DXY falling below this previous high. So you would think that we would be seeing more of a rally for Bitcoin and stocks, but yet we're not really seeing that still, especially for Bitcoin. So I do want to talk about a few Bitcoin related things. Stick around for that, guys, because we do have some big things to talk about. But in a twist of events, now we're having news come out from the Bahamas, and everyone is asking, wait, so did the Bahamas actually instruct FTX to essentially hack their own platform? And does this Ethereum wallet right here that has about 294 million Ethereum, making it the 35th largest wallet, is this now in the hands of the Bahamas, and do they control the funds? This is not a conspiracy. This may shock you. And another thing that we spoke about in yesterday's video was the amount of Bitcoin leaving the exchanges. Well, now we have new data that actually shows that there was about 138,000 Bitcoin that actually just got deposited into Binance. So while we're seeing all these other exchanges losing their Bitcoin, why are we seeing this go into Binance? And finally, there is one analyst that says that we just saw the biggest Bitcoin sell signal since 2021. So we're going to go over all this today, not spreading FUD. We're going to just go over the facts and see what's going on, guys. And before we do, actually, I just want to let you guys know, so finally, after much deliberation, I've decided to start using TikTok, because I guess that's where all the Gen Z kids are now. So if you guys want, I only have 99 followers. It's pretty pathetic, guys. It's literally just Crypto Zombie. You guys can follow me if you want. I'll put a link to that. If you guys are into TikTok, I want to start using it a little bit more, and maybe putting some more exclusive content over there. But yeah, I'm going to need more than just 99 followers. So if you guys want to help me out, get started, I would love to start sharing some TikToks for you. That being said, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, this is where we do most of the content. So, you know, if you're here, good on you. Get subscribed, drop a like, let's dive in and have a look. Now, we can see right here that Bitcoin is still being held down by this area. So we're not really seeing too much. We are still expecting a bigger move. I do want to talk about the charts. There is something I'm seeing right now. But again, I'm going to push this to the end of the video because we have a crazy twist in events, guys. Did the Bahamas government order the FTX hack? Now check this out. This is crazy because we actually have an official statement from them, okay? Listen to this story. The Bahamian authorities ordered Sam Bankman-Fried to transfer hundreds of millions of dollars of crypto from FTX to a wallet controlled by the Securities Commission of the Bahamas. The commission confirmed it ordered the transfer in a Thursday press release. So there you go, guys. It's not a conspiracy. In the statement, the commission said that on November 12th, officials took the action of directing the transfer of all digital assets of FTX to a digital wallet controlled by the commission for safekeeping. The note added that FTX was ordered to move the assets to protect the interest of clients and creditors. Now, look at how fast this happened. FTX filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on November 11th after suffering from a bank run. And then you can see right here, the FTX hack happened on November 12th, in which 600 million worth of digital assets were moved to external wallets. U.S. General Counsel Ryan Miller confirmed that some assets had been moved to cold storage to mitigate damage following the incident. After the assets were transferred, they were swapped for Ether. Blockchain security firm Boson estimates that the Bahamian authority holds over $330 million, making it the 35th biggest Ethereum whale. Whether the commission responded appropriately is a matter for the court to decide, but the announcement has sparked controversy within the crypto community. And we can see over here, they definitely have 241,471 Ether. That's about $294 million by today. But they also have $14 million in tokens. You can see some of the tokens that they have in here, with the largest holding being Paxos Gold. Koala token? and INNBC, whatever that is. So mostly they're just holding Ethereum and Paxos gold tokens. So there you go, guys. It looks like what we're seeing is that it wasn't really a hack. It was an inside thing that was ordered by the Bahamas. Like, this story just keeps getting crazier. Lawyers for FTX new management also said in court papers that the government of the Bahamas is disrupting the exchange's Chapter 11 case filed last week in the U.S. bankruptcy court in Delaware. The paper escalates a budding dispute for control of FTX's insolvency proceeding between its U.S. management and its security regulators in the Bahamas. The chapter filing is, if the Chapter 15 filing is successful, it could move at least a portion of FTX's bankruptcy proceedings to courts in the Bahamas. So now we're having this tug of war sort of between the Bahamas and the U.S. Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which happened in Delaware, but the incident itself happened in Bahamas. And now apparently we have confirmation that this mysterious wallet, in which a lot of people were saying is the hacker's wallet, is actually the wallet of the Bahamian regulators. Absolutely crazy, massive stuff, never a dull day in crypto. Now, obviously, we have had the contagion spreading. We have the troubled crypto lending and trading firm Genesis, right, who did a lot of OTC deals, who is, pretty much looking to go under. It says that they were in search of an emergency $1 billion loan before closing redemptions for clients earlier this week. Apparently, they would have needed that money by 10 a.m. on Monday. Well, we're obviously now 4 days late on that payment, so they admitted in the documents that it was experiencing a liquidity crunch due to certain illiquid assets, and we've obviously seen a lot of these earn products, Gemini Earn, for example, going down. I think at this point, if anyone is offering you yield or 8% or earn, I would just stay away from those products. The only one that I could say that you could somewhat trust is if you're providing liquidity on something like Uniswap and, you have Ether and, USDC in a pool and you're providing liquidity for the swaps and then you're getting a percentage of the cut, right? Because that makes sense, right? You're providing liquidity and it is, on a smart contract, on a decentralized platform. But any of these centralized earn yield products, I would have to say at this point, guys, stay away from them. Because also, in the wake of the recent FTX scandal, another crypto business is feeling the market effects. So first we have Genesis, and now we have Genesis Block, which is a frontrunner for providing cryptocurrency retail services in Hong Kong, has announced that it will cease trading. So another one, guys. Winston Hung's CEO told Reuters that the company has ceased trading as the counterparties continue to shutter in light of the FTX fallout, and no one can tell who is next, so we would rather close out all our positions to regain some of our liquidity. But guess what, guys? Billionaire venturist Tim Draper is still convinced that we're going to hit $250,000 for Bitcoin, and he thinks it's going to happen in the first half of next year. You got to give it to him. He's sticking to it, right? He says no change in the price prediction. Still, $250,000 Bitcoin by early next year. I mean, hey, I'll take it. But I don't see how that's happening. FTX was centralized, reliant on a single founder. He says when a currency is centralized, a central bank, for instance, has a single point of failure and can also be manipulated. According to Draper, although the dramatic fall of FTX had triggered some negative outcomes on crypto prices, on the positive side, it would most likely trigger more decentralization in crypto. He says, I think this fiasco is going to bring on a lot more Bitcoin maximalists. Note that your money is not secure in a centralized system, whether it be crypto or fiat, right? So he's still sticking to his $250,000 price prediction. So just figured I'd throw some potential positive bullish hopium in there. But as we can see right here, this is the very, very, very crazy part. So we saw Bitcoin on exchanges, right? We just talked about this yesterday, at some of the lowest levels since 2018. However, today, plot twist, guys. The latest on-chain figures from Binance could provide an additional catalyst for nervous markets. The exchange has seen its biggest daily inflow on record. Partial data from CryptoQuant puts current inflows at over 138,000 Bitcoin for the day so far. To put this deposit into perspective, even taking into account outflows, not just at Binance, but other major exchanges, the inflows are still the largest since November 30th of 2018. Now, why is this scary? Well, we know that when tons of Bitcoin tends to flood the exchanges, usually in the past, it has signaled that they are looking to sell. Now, do we know where this Bitcoin came from? Was it just a wallet that maybe Binance had that they sent it in? We're still waiting on that data. But, as far as we could see here, this is crazy. And just to point it out, when this did happen back in 2018, 2 weeks later, Bitcoin bottomed, which is good, right? But it was after falling 40%. So there was a big sell-off the last time we saw something like this happen, but then the bottom was in. So does that mean we're due for another 40 to 50% crash? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today, because in the charts, as you guys can see right here, we don't have a lot of, VPVR volume. The next area right above here starts at around 13,900 with its strongest area at around 13,300. And you could just see right here all the volume. Obviously, the strongest area is down here at around 9,000. Will we actually get down to 9,000? I don't know. But as you guys could see, we're still just trying to break out. So on the, on the lower time frame, technically, we did break out of this. So, we could wait for the retest down here now, and that would be a good potential opportunity to put in a long, maybe, assuming that it doesn't break to the downside, right? But as I said, I am just sort of playing it a little bit cautiously right now, seeing where the price action goes, because you could see there's not really, it's sort of an equilibrium of buy and sell. It's just kind of hovering, and it is coiling up, and it is looking to make a relatively big move soon, but we're not quite seeing that yet. Now, I did want to give a shout out over here to Trading Shot, and this is the analyst that I spoke about in the intro that says we're seeing the biggest sell signal since 2021. So obviously this is not my analysis, but having a look over here, they say if you take the 3-day and you look at the MACD over here, what you can see is every time we get this bearish cross, and they talk about this, we had drops of the smallest drop essentially that we had was 18%. But the vast majority, or at least the last few, have led to a 50%, 52%, and 57% drop. You can see right here, here we go. We have the cross building up, a little bit, and then boom, we dump. Right here, we have the cross. We're actually mid-dump. Right here, we have the cross. We dump. Right here, we have the cross. We dump. So pretty much what we're seeing is we're either already in a dump and continue to dump, or we rally for a little bit and then dump. And this data, is taking us all the way back to the very beginning of 2021. And, you guys could see right here, we are having the bearish cross again. So does this mean we're looking for another 50% drop? I mean, I'm not trying to freak anybody out, but this is just what they're saying. And the fact that we're seeing all these coins hit the exchange, does that mean what we're setting up for? And like I said, I am still in the neutral stance right now. What I would need to get back into bullish territory would just honestly be to break minimally above 17,400, which would put us back into this blue zone where you see we had a lot of buying right here. Every time we'd go in here, price would get bought up, price would get bought up, price would get bought up. And it also coincides with getting back in this area right here, right, where we had a little bit of that retest before we moved to the upside. So, obviously, if we just look at this falling wedge pattern, not assuming we were going to fall 50%, but if we were, that level, the bottom would take us down here basically to about $14,000 even. There is a lot of buying support at around the $14,500 level, but as I showed you on the VPVR, unfortunately, the majority of the volume is down lower, sub 14, which would actually put us outside of this falling wedge, right? So not trying to freak anybody out. That's just what we're looking at. We still just have to kind of wait and see, right? We're still just hanging out in this area. But like I said, this is pretty interesting. Again, shout out to Trading Shot for noticing this. Will history repeat? I mean, we've had how many indicators on the channel that are all saying bullish things? So this is a bearish indicator. The question in general is, do we trust any of these indicators given the current situation that's going on with FTX and the Contagion, right? So that's it for me today, guys. Once again, wish I could come here with more positive news. I mean, hey, we do have Tim Draper, right? He's saying 250,000 by the first half of next year. So that could be bullish, right? Maybe, possibly. I don't know. We'll see, Tim Draper. That's a bold move on your part. So that's it for me today, guys. Thanks again. Friendly reminder again, if you do want to go follow me over on TikTok, I have 99 followers. I would like to have a little bit more. I'd like to start posting more content over here. So I'm going to keep putting things on there daily, and hopefully that'll grow. And, you can watch Crypto Zombie on TikTok now. So that's it for me. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. You guys rock. You're the reason that I make these videos. I love you. You're awesome. And remember, if you do want to learn how to trade, or if you do want to actually learn how to secure your crypto, I mean, on the other flip side, if you want to just take it off the exchange and put it in a cold hardware wallet, I also have a tutorial popping up right here, right now. You can check that out for free, guys. So thanks for coming back. You guys rock. My name's K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto. And of course, peace out.